big girl. Not a lot of room to back in. Ooh, looks good in the shop.
Rear springs flex.
First things first, we got the skid plate removed. Alright, last look of the frame here with all the cams. You can see they're not damaged at all. Both front ones. I know the underside right here I had to do a little fixing down here because they got all messed up from the last time, or when I installed these arms. I straightened these out. You can see it here, it is right here. That one's still messed up, so we're going to have to straighten those out. But you can see the cams, there's nothing wrong with them. Just mainly getting them reinforced so that this doesn't happen, and so that those don't get messed up as well. Out the back, you can see dragging on these quite a bit, so I'm hoping this gusset armor skid plate will help keep that from happening. Alright, look at the kit here. These are beefy. Holy smokes. Look how thick that metal is. We got the back ones fitted in. We are test fitting all the pieces to make sure that we got all the clearance we need. And making the adjustments we need to make sure they fit where they're supposed to go. Got the front grinded down. And we'll get tack weld the plates on. Get some more clearance. Pull the rack back a little bit, get a little more clearance, grinding and welding. Tie rod's off, got a lot more wiggle room. Alright, got most of it tack welded on. See the little skid plates at the bottom? Should keep it from folding over in the future. This one's tack welded as well. The back one of this one's also nice and tack welded after we repaired it. This is the one we had to modify. This got ripped out, the mount for the rack and pinion years ago. I had it re-welded back on, but added some gussets. You can see here. Issue is they do interfere with installation, but you can see we notched out the plate here, so that gives us the clearance, and this will all get welded back in, so it won't be an issue doing it that. So if you do have gussets on yours, it is possible. Yeah, looks nice. Alright, there it is. It's fully burned in. Just gotta take your time, run welds here, and then switch over to a different area. That way you don't burn up your bushings here. It's fully welded all the way in. It is tricky welding right inside here where the little skid plate is, but everything else looks pretty good. Get a little finish grinding at the end, kind of make everything all nice and clean and flush. Let it cool down a little bit, and we'll throw some paint on there, and then throw the skid plate back on, and then we're all set. Ready to go bash on some rocks. Man, look how thick that plate is compared to the frame. Now my lower control arm's got some skid armor. Look at that, how cool is that? And you fold it up like that, and that way they don't get caught on rocks. Did an amazing job welding it. Alright, I got this aluminum skid plate here, and we got a little bit of a clearance issue right here. Can't get the skid plate up all the way. And back here, I do have another skid plate that goes on first, and if that fits between here, then this actually bolts underneath and it'll sit pretty flush with it, so it should be okay, but we'll have to see once we get the other skid plate back in here. But right now we're just checking the fitment for everything. And the rack's still attached right now. It's the first set they've installed, so working out all the kinks still. You can see I do run a lot of rocks in these corners, so that armor is going to help a lot. You can see it's going to carry through. Back here especially. You Alright, so we lobbed this off to get the clearance. Did a couple of modifications to the skid plate, and get us the clearance. We didn't really need this, the little lip, the ramp here for rocks, since the skid plate was going to do that for us. So on the skid plate, we trimmed a little bit right here, and I believe in the very back we trimmed right here as well. The front one and the back had to be trimmed, and that was the clearance between here and then back here. We had a little bit of a clearance issue right there. We want to keep the ramp in the back because the back one's more exposed. I think the skid plate starts like right here. I'll show you when it's all back together. But I'm excited to have skid plate armor here, and then now we have the skid plate come through here, and then this is going to tie it all together. And being fully boxed or welded at the bottom like that should keep the cam or the lower control arm spacing fixed. And same thing back here. Should be a lot stronger overall. Look at everything before we throw some paint on there. So on your kit, depending on which skid plate you have, you may have to do a couple of modifications to either the kit or your skid plate, whichever you choose to do. And also depending on which skid plate you have. There's also the skid row, that's a popular one on these. And we'll probably be doing an installation on one of those here and see if it's any different. They may be fine-tuning the kit a little bit more. This is the first one they've done. and they may do some changes since after this.